Before the beat dropped on hip-hop, before the synths of modern R&B, there was a sound, clean, spiritual, and electrifying. It was the sound of Ramsey Lewis. Today, on his heavenly birthday, we take a journey through the life, legacy, and music of a Chicago-born maestro who made jazz feel like a block party with soul. Born May 27, 1935 in Chicago, Illinois, Ramsey Emmanuel Lewis Jr. was destined to make noise, not the kind that interrupts a room, but the kind that invites the whole city to dance. Trained in classical piano but raised on gospel, Ramsey fused the sacred and the secular in ways no one saw coming. By the time he was in his 20s, he had formed the Ramsey Lewis Trio, and soon after, he dropped a cultural bombshell. The In Crowd wasn't just a jazz hit, it was a vibe. Released in 1965, this groovy finger-snapping tune crossed over into pop charts and won him a Grammy Award for Best Jazz Performance. It made jazz accessible. It made it cool again. And then came Wade in the Water, a spiritual reborn as a jazz anthem. It reminded us that black music is layered, holy, and healing. In the midst of America's civil rights struggles, Ramsey's piano spoke volumes. He didn't need lyrics. He had chords that cried and swung at the same time. But Ramsey wasn't only a performer. He was a teacher, a radio host, a giver of game. For years, he graced the airwaves on WNUA's Ramsey Lewis Morning Show, blending stories, sounds, and sincerity. Back home in Chicago, he invested in the next generation. He founded the Ramsey Lewis Foundation, started the Ravinia Jazz Mentor Program, and served on the board for both, a school I was a part of, the Merit School of Music, and the Chicago High School for the Arts. He didn't just play the keys, he handed them to others. Ramsey once said, "I don't know if I can write 10 easy ways to connect with an audience. I know you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in your music, believe in your ability, believe that what you're doing is honest and true and real." That's Ramsey. That's how he lived. That's how he played. And yes, he went cosmic too. Collaborating with Earth, Wind, and Fire, he dropped Sun Goddess, taking jazz into the stratosphere of funk and fusion. It was the kind of brilliance that only comes when you mix soul with scholarship. Ramsey Lewis passed away on September 12, 2022, at the age of 87. But don't call it an ending, because his sound is still in the crowd, in the water, in the sun. And if you ever wonder how to connect with an audience, just remember what he said. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in your music. Happy heavenly birthday, Ramsey Lewis. Thank you for giving us all something to believe in. This has been another episode of The Story Beyond My Song. I am Barbara Dion, and if you enjoyed this tribute to Ramsey Lewis, let me know what your favorite Ramsey Lewis tune or moment is in the comments. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories beyond the legends that have shaped our lives. Until next time, keep the music alive.